Hello, this is Erika the Goober. This is Marley. He's smiling for you. He's really confused because I'm talking to myself. In this video, we're going to talk about setting and achieving your art goals. It's New Year and everybody's making their New Year's resolutions, so what is a better time to make some new art goals than now? I'm going to share my top 5 tips on how to set and achieve your art goals this year. Plus, I'll tell you my art goals and how I plan to achieve them using these tips.
First of all, I do want to mention the drawing that I'm doing in this speed painting. It is a Draw This in Your Style challenge by Pernille Orium. I think that's how you say her name, but I will put her information in the description below and you can check that out. It was her holiday challenge. I thought it was pretty fitting since we just finished with the holiday season and we're talking about New Year's resolutions and goals. This drawing was created with Photoshop CS6 and a Wacom Inuos Pro, and towards the end of the video I work in Procreate on the iPad Pro. My first goal setting tip is to focus on individual topics and don't be too broad when coming up with your goals. So a lot of people say they just want to get better at art or they want to find their art style, and those are good goals to have, but those are long-term goals. Setting short-term goals will help you progress faster by hitting these little checkpoints along the way to your overall goal. A short-term goal might be, I want to learn how to draw something specific, like I want to learn how to draw people better, and you can even get more detailed than that and say I want to draw faces or even eyes or noses, or just go like as detailed as you want and just practice that thing and add another skill to like your visual vocabulary of things that you know how to draw. The best way to do that would be to study from life. Draw your friends, draw your family. Like if they'll sit there for you and let you draw them, then that's one of the best ways you can do it. Or you could go to maybe a coffee shop. If you're not afraid of people like saying, "Ooh, what are you drawing?" then that would be good. My second goal setting tip would be to write down your goals. If you don't write them down, then they're just kind of like floating around in your head and you won't have them on paper to look back at. You might remember some of them, but chances are you'll probably forget all of the ones that you're thinking of and all the details about them. If you write them down on paper, it's something that you'll be able to see and be thinking about more often. You also get to check it off at the end when you've met your goal. This is something that I really like to do. I write everything down and I love checking off the little boxes, even if it's something silly like, I don't know, I keep a bullet journal and I write down like my like health goals as well as like art stuff. So I have like no sweets today, and at the end of the day I get to check that off and it feels good that I accomplished my goal. It's like something very small, but it feels good to know that you accomplished something. My third tip is probably one of my most important ones, and it's all about action. What are the steps that you are going to take to reach your goal? So like I was saying about, drawing faces and like getting better at that, I listed things like drawing your friends and your family, like drawing from life. So these are all good things to do, but instead of just writing down that you want to do this thing or thinking about I want to get better at this, how are you going to do that? That's very important so you can understand the steps in your mind, how you are going to get from where you are now to where you want to be. This is where making a list really comes in handy. I usually start by brainstorming some ideas on how to accomplish my goal and just write down everything I can think of at the time, and after I'm done with that, I go through these ideas that I wrote down and pick out the ones that I think will help me the most. I'll talk about this step a lot more when I talk about my art goals and how I plan to accomplish them. Tip number 4 is make a schedule. At this point, you should know the specific goals you're trying to accomplish, as well as how you are going to achieve those goals. Now you need to know when you are going to be able to set time aside to work towards these goals. It can be really hard to get on a schedule because everybody's busy. Everybody has something they have to do, like a job, they have things at home, they might have kids, like everybody has busy lives. But if it's something that you really want to do, I would set a little bit of time aside each day, even if it's only 10 minutes. That's 10 minutes more of doing drawing or whatever it is that you didn't do before. So you are getting better, even if it's a little bit of time. Consistency is key here. You have to be on a schedule and keep working towards your goal. I would suggest writing your schedule down in a bullet journal or even on a calendar where you can see it when you're working. Something that really helps with staying on a schedule is posting to social media like Instagram. I began posting consistently in early 2017, and I can't tell you how much my art improved just by being on a consistent schedule. My last tip is don't forget how far you've come. It can be very frustrating learning how to do new things. You're not going to get better instantly, and sometimes that's hard to deal with, but with some practice, you will be better than you were before. It's always good to go back and look at your old art and realize the things that you've improved on. I always enjoy going back and looking at my old sketchbooks, and it can even be kind of funny how different and maybe bad your drawings were even a year ago. But you have to keep in mind that the most important thing is to practice, and practice the right things. And that leads me to how I'm going to practice certain things to achieve my art goals. Maybe this might help you with yours if you have similar goals to mine. First of all, I want to improve on my anatomy and my dynamic poses because I feel like in my art now I do a lot of faces and different designs, but I feel like they've gotten a little stale, so I want to kind of make them more exciting. To do this, I'm going to do daily 10-minute gesture drawing warm-ups before I start drawing. For my gesture drawings, I like to use a website I found called lineofaction.com. I'll link it in the description. Another thing I want to improve on this year is drawing backgrounds. To do this, I am going to do a weekly study, either from real life or a photograph, and pay close attention to lighting. My last goal is to draw more original work and make narrative a focus of my drawings. I did a lot of Draw This in Your Style challenges this year. I mean, a lot. And they're great for practicing and they're a lot of fun to do, but I want to create more original work and show more of my ideas and my character designs rather than just drawing other people's characters. How much you learn and grow as an artist this year is going to be up to you. Setting goals is a great start, and being consistent with your practicing will help you improve your art so much.
I hope you liked this video about setting art goals. Do you see we got new lights? Woo! They're so bright, but they look a lot better than using my lamp. Please like, comment, and subscribe. All the good YouTube stuff. Oh, also, you can put your art goals in the comments below and talk about how you are going to achieve your goals this year. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye!